r/AskReddit. What is a mind-blowing fact about space that you know? There is a thing out there that is 10 billion light years long. That's almost 1/9 of the size of the observable universe. 85% of stars are in binary systems. Think two suns like on Tatooine in Star Wars. If you saw someone fall into a black hole, it'd look like time stopped. No matter how long you wait, they'd just freeze. The force of gravity, whatever the fuck it actually is, travels at roughly the speed of light. So if the sun just suddenly disappeared, it would take about 8 minutes before it got dark on Earth. But it would also take about 8 minutes before the trajectory of the Earth stopped curving around the location of where the sun was. Space has a smell. Astronauts who come back in from spacewalks have said space makes their suits smell. Some astronauts saying it smells metallic. Others have said it smells like walnuts or a pile of wet clothes after being in the snow. That eventually everything will kind of just stop. Like way past when the last star is completely burned out, even brown and red dwarfs. The only thing left will be black holes, and they will eventually just evaporate, leaving basically nothing but subatomic particles, protons, neutrons, electrons, and a host of smaller, less stable shit. This is called the heat death of the universe. Of course that's if the universe doesn't collapse back into a singularity. Think black hole. A singularity is at the center of every black hole, or expands so fast it literally rips everything including the smallest subatomic particles apart. The nearest star to Earth other than the sun is 4 light years away. That's 24 trillion miles. It would take 400 billion years to drive there in a car. That there actually is sound in space in multiple forms. Blue stars are young and hot. Red stars are old and cold. Space is infinitely huge. According to Wikipedia, the proper distance, the distances would be measured at a specific time, including the present, between Earth and the edge of the observable universe is 46 billion light years, 14 billion parsecs, 51, making the diameter of the observable universe about 93 billion light years, 28 billion parsecs. To put that into perspective, think about how long it would take a dust mite to circumnavigate the globe. Now multiply that by 100,000 or some arbitrarily huge number. That time wouldn't even scratch the surface of how long it would take to reach the edge of the observable universe. But despite all that, space still isn't big enough to contain your mom. You don't instantly die when exposed to the vacuum of space. Venus is unusual because it spins the opposite direction of Earth and most other planets. Best theory is that it flipped upside down. If you look at the Hubble Deep Field photo, a famous one that you may have seen, each galaxy pictured, so like every little clump or swirly thing, has billions of planets and stars. https://external-content.duckduckgo.com/iu/?? equals https://3a%2f%2fi.itmg.com%2f2f8opi1hb-swe%2f maxris_default.jpg:\nofp=1%. Like everything we know of and could possibly really think about is contained within like a pixel of a pixel of a pixel of that photo, and is thus very meaningless in the vastness of the cosmos. Suddenly the girl issues you have don't seem so big after all. If the sun were to go supernova, it would be roughly 1,000,000 times brighter than detonating a nuclear bomb an inch from your eye, assuming we ignore the whole death part involved in both scenarios. You can fit all of the planets in our solar system between the Earth and the moon. That a galaxy is really fucking big. Our solar system alone is like a single grain of sand in a desert. A photon emitted in the center of the sun takes about 1,000,000 years to reach the surface. Since space is expanding at faster than the speed of light, if you were to leave our galaxy in a ship traveling near the speed of light, you would be lost in the dark abyss forever, since you would never be able to catch up or return home. Footprints on the moon will be there for at least 100 million years. That's 100 million years after we learned that Epstein didn't kill himself. That it's mostly cold. Not a little cold, but really, really cold. If you're not within a fjord of a star or similar object. Space is under 3 Kelvin, minus 270.42 Celsius, minus 454.75 Fahrenheit. There's not really any way of describing a temperature like that. It's so far below anything you will ever experience. The average speed of our own solar system is about 514,000 miles per hour. Around the Milky Way's galactic center. Space is 99.9999999999999999999999999999999999998% empty space. Gamma ray bursts. The brightest electromagnetic force in the known universe. All recorded GRBs have luckily occurred outside the Milky Way. A single GRB within our own galaxy could wipe out all life on Earth with a sudden flash of light. Brighter than any observed star. We are a tiny blue speck in a very large solar system. Which is a part of an enormous galaxy with billions of other solar systems. Which is just one galaxy among many billions of others. We are absolutely insignificant. With current technology, we've managed to get 150 away from our tiny little dot, not even 1% of the way to the nearest star. And still well within our own solar system. Human beings? A mere 250,000 miles to the moon, just a handful of times. The chances of us exploring the entire universe? 0. Space, says the introduction to the Hitchhiker's Guide, is big. Really big. You just won't believe how vastly, hugely, mind-bogglingly big it is. And so on. It also says that if you hold a lung full of air, you can survive in the total vacuum of space for about 30 seconds. But with space being really big and all, the chances of being picked up within that time are 2:1 against. Which by a staggering coincidence is also the telephone number of the Islington flat where Arthur went to a fancy dress party and met a very nice young woman who he totally blew it with. 207,946,037. The sun is white but it looks yellow because the sky stole the blue light. Also there are more trees on Earth than there are stars in the Milky Way. Neptune's core is hotter than the surface of the sun. Every atom in your body was once part of a star or formed after a star exploded. This may be simple to most everyone but it was something I hadn't thought of before. Mercury, first planet, is the planet that is on average the closest planet to Earth. Not either of its neighbors in orbit order. But wait, there's more. Mercury is actually the closest on average to every other planet thing that orbits our sun. There's more info here. https://yahoo.be/some-dhcncruu. I also highly recommend his follow-up video, thumbnail at the end of the one linked above. In it the creator discusses how our issue often isn't that we don't know the answer to things. It's that we aren't that good at asking questions to begin with. If the sun was replaced with a black hole of the same mass, nothing will change. The odds that the universe would exist is less than 1 part in 10 circumflex 10 circumflex 123. There are only 10 circumflex 78 atoms in the observable universe. If you put a bunch of hydrogen in one place and wait long enough it might start to study itself. The universe is flat. Shit's big. If a galaxy is emitting jets of material in our general direction at a reasonable fraction of the speed of light, from our fixed point of view they can appear to expand faster than light. Rogue planets. Basically planets that do not revolve around a star and are pretty much invisible to us. Imagine how many there are out there that we have yet to discover. Since we can only realize their existence if they're blocking our view to a star, or something that emits light. Aliens could be right next to us and we would have no clue. It's so huge and mysterious and there are probably some very magical things we can't even comprehend going on out there. We are the universe. Neil deGrasse Tyson. One of the most obvious. But I still love it. Black holes can literally bend and suck in light because of the gravity inside them. Time isn't real. That time flows at different speeds in different parts of the universe. If the sun were crushed into a black hole by some outside force, won't happen naturally. Nothing would happen to Earth's orbit. It'd just get darker. Not strictly space, but time dilation is mind-blowing to me. Basically, speed gravity can slow down time. You can't exceed the speed of light. But if you had the technology to do it, you would reach Sol and then time would slow down to make up the difference. Gravity also has a similar effect. If you left a clock on Jupiter for 50 years, it would be 31 seconds behind the clocks on Earth in the same amount of time. It's bigger than the biggest big uns. If all of the airspace over the United States contained nothing but 2Bs, that is roughly how crowded space is. There's a black hole a few light years away that's capable of destroying our entire galaxy. The space is only if you are in the upper planetary galaxy. That it's always spinning and always expanding. I read about quasars in a book once in 5th grade and I thought they were cooler than supermassive black holes. It's big. It's not a pure vacuum. It has an extremely low density of particles. It's big. Really big. Every star will go out and the universe will become pitch black and eventually die. It's cold. Not exactly about space. But I heard something like there's more atoms in a human body than there are stars in the known universe. I could totally be wrong. I heard this like 4 years ago through a vent. There are more stars in the universe than there are grains of sand on Earth. It's a buzz with virtual particles that go in and out of existence. Well, I don't know if you've heard, but it's the final frontier. Space is visible from the Great Wall of China. Just how vast and large and empty just our own solar system is, comparatively speaking, and how even our closest stellar neighbor is an astronomically vast distance away in scale. If our own sun was the size of the P1 cm and sitting underneath the Gateway Arch in St. Louis, MO, then our closest stellar neighbor, Alpha Centauri, would be 125 miles away in Colombia. Nearly 2 hours drive out. It does not exist without time nor time without space. We will build a substrate that will stitch us together into a galactic civilization. The entertainment value of this is huge. Think large and don't be a sausage. The density of neutron stars. 1 teaspoon of neutron star, if placed on Earth, would weigh 15 times the moon. For reference, the moon's mass, compared to Earth, is 7.342 x 10 73420000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000 star would be about 3.671 x 10 or 3671000000000000000000000000000 bananas. 22 kilograms. 23. Shit's crazy. Don't quote me on this math. The observable universe is currently 46 billion light years in each direction, but the funny thing about relativity is that a person in a spaceship with a constant acceleration of 1g could reach the current edge of the observable universe and return to Earth in their lifetime. However, when they return to Earth, billions of years will have passed. The sun will have burnt out and the universe will be much larger. https://en.m.wikipediaorg/wiki/space_travel_using_constant_acceleration. Wanna take a spacewalk without a suit? I dare you. The side facing the sun will be cooking. The side facing open space will freeze to -273°C. Oh, and by the way, the low pressure would suck all the oxygen out of you, causing your blood and other fluids to boil and brutally rip out of you. Supernova. That 1 cubic centimeter of sun produces less energy than 1 cubic centimeter of human tissue. Kind of the opposite thing here. But I had the displeasure of running across a woman who thought space was made of water. I don't even know how or where to begin with that. The Milky Way galaxy, home, is traveling away from every galaxy in the universe except Andromeda, our closest neighbor. Almost. At about the same size as us, 500 billion stars or something. We will eventually collide. But not really. Because galaxies are mostly empty space. We will pass right through each other. And eventually bounce back, colliding again. And then oscillate back and forth until we finally become one massive galaxy. The chance of any notable object in Andromeda colliding with any object in the Milky Way during this more than 1 trillion year event is essentially zero. Thanks for watching, mate. Make sure to smash that star button for more high quality content.